Friends, welcome to the final part of our video about Rome's top attractions. If you've missed the first two parts, you'll find them linked at the end of this video, together with some other useful tips and tricks for your trip to the Eternal City. In this part, we're going to cover the Pantheon, Galleria Borghese, the Church of San Pietro in Vincoli, Piazza Navona, Basilica di San Giovanni in Laterano and the Holy Stairs, the Mount of Truth, the Vittoriano Monument, and Basilica di Santa Maria Maggiore. Located in the historical center of Rome, near the Trevi Fountain in Piazza Navona, the Pantheon is a true masterpiece of ancient engineering and architecture. The Pantheon is one of the most magnificent ancient buildings in Rome, an architectural marvel, and a must-see attraction for anyone visiting the Eternal City. Originally a Roman temple to all the gods, the Pantheon was converted into a church in the 7th century and houses the tombs of several Italian kings and the renowned artist Raphael. The Pantheon in Rome is famous for its impressive architecture, including the massive dome that to this day is still the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome ever built. With an equally stunning interior, the most famous feature of the Pantheon is the oculus that lets in natural light and rain. The entrance to the Pantheon used to be free, but since the summer of 2023, there is an admission ticket of €5. You can buy this ticket at the entrance or online. I'm adding the link in the description. Galleria Borghese is a must-see attraction for all art lovers visiting Rome. Surrounded by a beautiful park, the museum houses an impressive collection of art, including sculptures and paintings from famous artists like Caravaggio, Bernini, and Raphael, among many others. Here you can admire Bernini's Apollo and Daphne, the Abduction of Proserpina, and many other priceless paintings, sculptures, and breathtaking ceilings. The number of visitors at the Borghese Gallery is limited, so you will have to reserve tickets in advance. I'm adding the link in the description. After visiting the art museum, I highly recommend you take a walk in the Villa Borghese Park and even enjoy a romantic row on the lake. The Church of San Pietro in Vincoli is located in the heart of Rome, near the Colosseum. Built in the 5th century, this beautiful basilica is home to a famous sculptor, Michelangelo's Moses. The artwork is a masterpiece of Renaissance art, and it can be seen in this church for free. The Church of San Pietro in Vincoli also houses the chains that, according to Catholic tradition, were used to bind Saint Peter when he was imprisoned in Jerusalem. The chains are on display in the church, and they are an important relic for Christians all around the world. Piazza Navona is one of the most beautiful and iconic squares in Rome. Surrounded by stunning Baroque buildings, the square has an interesting shape due to being built on the site of the ancient stadium of the Mission. Piazza Navona features 3 magnificent fountains, including the famous Fountain of the Four Rivers designed by Bernini. There is a legend regarding this fountain and the church in front of it, designed by Bernini's great rival Francesco Borromini. If you look closely, the statue of the Nile is covering its head, suggesting a refusal to even look at the Church of Sant'Agnese in agony, while the Rio della Plata seems to raise its hand to defend itself from a possible collapse of the church. Meanwhile, the statue of Sant'Agnese on the facade of the church also looks away and, with a hand on her chest, seems to reassure the Rio della Plata of the church's stability. The legend has it that the two architects were such great enemies, they slipped these details in their works on purpose. The square is a popular destination for tourists, as it's a great place to relax and soak up the vibes of the Eternal City. There are many restaurants and cafes in Piazza Navona, considered by many locals to be tourist traps due to their location and higher prices. We did have a pizza in one of these restaurants, and while a bit more expensive than other places in Rome, it was delicious. The oldest and most important of Rome's 4 papal basilicas, the Basilica di San Giovanni in Laterano, was founded in the 4th century under Emperor Constantine the Great. According to Catholic tradition, the church houses important religious relics like wood from the table of the Last Supper and the skulls of Saints Peter and Paul. An interesting detail about this church is that the green central doors that welcome you at the entrance originally came from the Senate building at the Roman Forum. Inside, you can admire the 12 statues representing the apostles made by students of Bernini and the frescoes on the ceiling designed by Michelangelo. Across from the church you will find the Holy Stairs, believed to be the same stairs that Jesus climbed on his way to trial. According to Catholic tradition, the mother of Emperor Constantine, Queen Saint Helen, brought these 28 marble steps to Rome from Jerusalem in the 4th century. The original staircase is the one in the middle, and it is only climbed on knees. The Mouth of Truth, or Bocca della Verità in Italian, is a famous ancient stone mask located in Rome, close to Giardino degli Aranci and the Knights of Malta keyhole. The mask is believed to date back to the 1st century, when it was used as a drain cover or a fountain mask. Legend has it that if you place your hand inside the mouth of the mask and tell a lie, the mask will bite off your hand. While the legend is just a myth, the Mouth of Truth remains a popular attraction in Rome. It is free to visit, so be sure to come test your honesty and snap a photo with a famous mask. The Vittoriano monument, also known as the Altare della Patria, is an imposing white marble structure located in the heart of Rome, close to the Colosseum. It was built in honor of Victor Emmanuel II, the first king of a unified Italy. The monument is a symbol of national unity and pride and is considered one of the most important landmarks in Rome. You can explore its many galleries and exhibitions, then take the elevator to the rooftop to enjoy some amazing views of Rome. Close to the Termini station in Rome, the Basilica of St. Mary Major is one of Rome's 4 papal basilicas and one of the first churches built to celebrate the Virgin Mary. Built in the 5th century, it has a breathtaking interior and a special energy. It houses some amazing mosaics and frescoes, and also a relic of the manger from the Nativity of Jesus. This is Pope Francis' favorite church and a must-see attraction in Rome. Thank you for watching our videos about Rome's top attractions. If you haven't seen the first 2 parts, make sure you check them out and also take a look at our Rome public transportation guide explaining the buses and metro in the Eternal City. Stay tuned for more tips and tricks. Enjoy your trip!